Hey, friendlies. How is it going? I'm going to wait. I've got you on my screen here. We'll give everybody, but I'm looking at the comments. So I want to thank Ralph for being here to moderate so far. And here we go. Now I see me. You guys see me? There's a commercial. All right. So I'm going to give it a few minutes. All right. You see me. Hi, Ralph. Hi, Larry. Hi, RV Ashes. Hi, Richard Thomas. And Katie Kramer and Boucher Street and Cindy Morrison and Valley of the Sun. And hi, Kim and Cindy Morrison and Michelle Wilkins and Janice Peck and Abby Broussard. Hi, Abby. You're a new patron. And hi, everyone. Okay, I'm here. I'm live. I'm going to pop out the chat so that I can focus on chat. How y'all doing tonight? And let me pop out chat. So, welcome everybody to my Tuesday, my first As I See It live stream. Hi, everyone. I'll say hi to a few more people before we get started. Heather, Mashallah, Smooth Skater. Hi, Valley of the Sun. Hi, Uncle Mo. Jody, Cindy, Diva, Eloise, Melanie, Stephen, Maccabi, Stacy Klein, Follow Ninja, Gould Hearsey, Teacher Ellen, hi. JC, hi from Michigan. It's good to see you in Michigan. And Uncle Mo, I think I already said hi to you. It's always a pleasure to see you. And Owned by a Cat, Van Life, hi Van Life Rocks. And Sandra and Betty. Okay, this is going to get boring for a lot of people, so I'll say hi to more of you throughout the live stream. It's been a very, very busy travel day. I just got here. I'm actually in a campground. Look at that. I'm in a campground. My friend Christy has been with me for a little over a week, and dropping her off at an airport tomorrow. And so we left camp this morning. It's been a very long day of fun. I shot a lot of video, so stay tuned. We're probably about a month out from this video, but found some nice vegan restaurants. We just pulled in about an hour ago and ate dinner. So has anybody ever had cauliflower fried chicken? So it's cauliflower, but they make it like fried chicken. It was quite delicious. So we had that. And for anyone who is here and you don't know what you've signed up for, this is my Tuesday As I See It. This is going to be very political. Not so historical today because it's live and I haven't done a lot of research. This is very much going to be my opinions. Are you ready for that? Raise your hand. Are you ready for that? If you are only here for RV stuff, you might want to, let me see, we've got 256 people watching. If you're only here for RV stuff, please turn off the video right now. Bye. See ya. The numbers are getting higher instead of lower. This is my opinions about politics. And so is everybody's okay? Everybody's on board with opinions about politics? Yes? Political, oh boy. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, because it's been kind of a busy couple of weeks, I wanted to do I wanted to do an As I See It today. I really want to talk about the alleged war on religious rights, but I have not had the time to do all the research on that. So I thought I would do a live stream and answer some of your questions that have been coming up a lot. And when I posted that I was going to be doing a live stream, a lot of you also left other questions. So I'm going to be, basically this is going to be a Q&A. I'll answer some of your questions live, but I'm going to also answer some of the questions I have been getting the most. So I'm surprised I have 275 people here already and only 83 thumbs up. Can you give me thumbs up? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. 84 thumbs up. Come on, everybody, hit that thumbs up. Come on. Really? 97. There you go. All right, we're hitting it. All right. So I'm going to look at comments here real quick, just to see where you guys are at. And hi, Sarah, all good. Hey, Baltimore Ravens. And hello from Scotland. Wow. And okay, you know what? Julie N already asked. I like this question, and it was hidden because it sounds kind of snotty. So, Lori Thompson, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. So, just a reminder, you can click the $ below, and your comment will be highlighted. I do my best, so I come with prepared questions because it makes it easier instead of watching me scroll. That's no fun. But I do try to answer your questions as well. And you know, as I'm talking, I'll look at your questions and I'll try to answer your questions as well. If you just want to invest in my channel, or you want to highlight your comment, all you have to do is click the $, and that's what a super chat is. And they've added new emojis and stuff like that. But somebody asked why I'm a Democrat. You know what? And I'm going to answer this question. I am a Democrat because I believe that we as a society have a responsibility to everyone in the society. We can't go through life in a huge society with a lot of people. We can't go through life only caring about ourselves. And I don't believe in big government. I don't believe in laws just for the sake of laws. I don't believe that we should take guns away. I don't believe that we should tax people to death, and that nobody should work, and that everybody and anybody should get welfare. I do not believe in open borders. So I think this is an interesting question, because I think we are so hung up on what the media tells us these labels mean that we have stopped listening to one another. And I'm going to get to a question from John Hutchins on my Facebook page in a little while. I'm a Democrat because I believe that we as a society have a responsibility not only that, I believe that in a society, the society is better, it's stronger, it's healthier, it's more prosperous when we take care of the weakest among us. And yeah, that means sometimes people need to be on welfare. If it wasn't for welfare and government cheese, we would have gone hungry when I was a kid. I do believe that we need limits on that. I don't believe that people should just be sitting around doing nothing, collecting welfare. I believe that everybody sometimes, most people, a lot of people need help sometimes. And I think a society that doesn't help one another, that's not a society I want to belong to. I don't want to, and especially as Americans, we are all immigrants. I don't want to be part of a society that denies people who are suffering just because they live in a different arbitrary, across an arbitrary line. We stole this country from Native Americans and from Mexicans. And now we have the nerve to say, yeah, we're not going to allow anybody else in. I do believe that there have to be proper channels for people to come in. I don't believe that illegal immigrants should get free health care, or any of the other things that Fox News wants you to think that Democrats believe. So I don't believe, okay, Sadie is tangled up. So see, oh my gosh, Sadie, why don't you come inside? Sorry, I forget that I'm live sometimes talking. It's like I'm not just talking to the camera. Okay, Sadie, come on, look at her. No, Sadie, come here, you can't run away. Come. Sorry guys, we're totally live and real here. Come on, I want you to come inside. Come on. Oh, what a good girl. Come on, look, what a good girl. Okay, sorry about that, real life. So did that answer your question, the lady who asked why I'm a Democrat? I think that we have become so divided that we have really stopped listening to each other. Do I believe that semi-automatic weapons, anybody and everybody should be able to get a semi-automatic weapon? No, absolutely not. And but that doesn't mean I think that we should take all guns away. Okay? What do you think about that? Did that answer your question about the rest of you, who are Democrats? Does that pretty much sum up why you're a Democrat? One other thing I want to say, there's been a lot lately about a lot of fear mongering that we all want socialism, and that socialism, no. I mean, how many of you have ever collected unemployment? How many of you have ever collected disability? How many of you have ever, gone to the hospital and not been able to afford it? I mean, we have so many systems of socialism already in our country. ridiculous fear of socialism just doesn't make any sense. So again, I'm a liberal because I believe that a productive, the best society is one in which we take care of our weakest. And that when we stop doing that, and isn't that what Jesus did, by the way? And when we stop doing that is when we start deteriorating. Voila, look where we are. Look where we are. We are at the worst we've ever been in our country. And that is because we believe that we shouldn't take care of our neighbors anymore. We have believed that it's us versus them, that all those welfare queens and all those this and all those that. Yeah, so that's why I'm a Democrat. Okay? And Elizabeth Rumble, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. It's clickbait like a sulk. Okay. Anyway, does that make sense? Did I make any sense at all? So another question I'm going to answer that part of the reason I wanted to do this live stream tonight for As I See It is because, like screaming out my window, is because a lot of you wanted to know what I thought about Kamala Harris as Joe Biden's pick. So this might surprise many of you. She was not my first. You hear the thunder? Sadie girl. Sadie has been so good, by the way, driving all day. She has not been sick in weeks. I think she has outgrown her car sickness. Yay! She's been so good. She went to her first restaurant today too. Another video. So a lot of you, so Susan Grove, thank you so much. Oh, #1 fan. You're so sweet, Susan. Thank you for the super chat. And my first pick, Rice was my second pick. Stacey Abrams was my first pick. And here's why. As someone, Kathy Adam, thank you so much. Thanks for being you. That means the world to me, Kathy. Thank you so much. The support that I've been getting for this series has just been phenomenal. Yeah, I lost a few subscribers, especially in the beginning, but my numbers are growing like crazy again. And I have a lot more patrons, which really surprises me. So many of you are very supportive of this new series, and I thank you. And thank you, Kathy. That means a lot. So why was Kamala Harris not my first pick? As someone who shares her life publicly and who is from San Francisco, California. Thank you, Bobby. Oh, Bobby just made us a Leadville. I'm gone. I left Leadville a while ago, but enjoy. It's beautiful. But thank you for the super chat, Bobby. So as someone from California who shares my life publicly, I know that the many people who have never been to California, especially a few who have been, who have left, but a lot of the media has brainwashed people into thinking that California is a cesspool with nothing but shit and needles laying on every street everywhere. That's not true. And everybody thinks that California is like the modern day liberal, what is it? Sodom and Gomorrah. What is that? Sodom and Gomorrah? Is that, that I really think that that's what a lot of the media wants people to believe, is that the liberal states are nothing but cesspools of orgies and, trans people going into bathrooms and molesting little kids. I mean, it's ridiculous. And so that was my concern about Kamala Harris. I knew, and it's already starting, I saw a little bit of the RNC last night, and actually a San Francisco woman talked about the disgusting filth of California and Kamala Harris being from that. So that was a really big concern for me, and that's why I liked Stacey Abrams, because she's from Georgia. And I thought that all those middle states that aren't on a left coast or a right coast, all those other states look at the left coast and the right coast and just think that they're nothing but liberal hacks. And I thought that Biden would have been better off with a VP from another part of the country. With that said, I've turned around. For one thing, I started really listening to their vetting process, and so I'm having faith in their vetting process and that they chose the right candidate. They went through one of the most stringent, meticulous vetting processes they said they've ever gone through. And being from California and knowing Kamala Harris's career, I've kind of gotten over the fear that just because she's from California, she's not gonna be a good pick. Yeah, we're already seeing the blowback of that. People who want to believe that liberals just believe in, bringing down the moral fabric of society. And I could do a whole other video on that. You want to talk about bringing down the moral fabric of society? Who was it? Falwell? Jerry Falwell, right? Anybody read the news about what happened to him recently? And, let's talk about priests and, some of the things that they have done. And so the fact that it's only liberals or it is liberals who want to bring down why should I look behind me? What's going on? The moral fabric of society. I care about morality. I am actually probably, I'm an extremely moral person and, really stick by my values. And so this idea that voting for a Democrat is going to be the end of society is, frankly, it's just ridiculous. And so I've turned around on Kamala Harris. I really like what she's done in California. I really like that she fought big banks after the Great Recession and what was it called? The mortgage relief settlement. She really went to bat for homeowners in actually across the country, not just Californians. She went to the table. They made an offer. She was one of 2 or 3 legislators that said, no, that's not enough, and walked away. And like within a year or 2 later, she got like triple or something. Don't quote me on that. Forgot to say that. This is opinion. I have not researched what I'm going to talk about because a lot of it I don't know. So don't believe what I say. Go research it for yourself. But that's one of the things I really like about Kamala Harris. She also fought a ban on gay marriage, which is really important to me. I believe in equality for everybody. I believe that who you love is none of my business, doesn't affect me, doesn't impact me. And if you are a grown man who has been, or a grown physically, anatomically man who has felt that you've been in the wrong body your whole life and you want to transition, it's none of my business. Go for it. Go, whatever makes you happy. And that's what I don't understand about so much of the fear that we see in our society right now. Live and let live. If you're not bothering me, if you're not breaking the law, if you're not hurting dogs and children, go for it. Live your happiest, free life. I don't understand why that's so hard for some people to get past. And so I like that about Kamala Harris too. And there was also a 2013 thing. I don't know what it was. I don't know the details of it, but something about wanting to confiscate guns from violent criminals. And Kamala Harris dragged her feet on it. It took her a long time. If she ever did it, I'm not even sure, but she did not want to get into confiscating guns. And I think that's I doubt that'll ever come up on Fox News, but she's not quick to just take people's guns away. And I think that's a good thing for the Republicans who will actually listen. So for those reasons, I'm on board with Kamala Harris now. So what do you think? What do you all think? Every person, so Patty says, every person has the right to live their own life. Exactly. Why? I'm gonna share something that I saw my personal Facebook page that is just really close friends and former colleagues, pretty much my before YouTube life. Someone that I know that I used to do business with posted something recently, this long cut and paste thing, and she's like, our society is in worse shape than it's ever been. And the very first thing and she's like, these are the things that I believe very strongly in, and this is why I vote Republican. Number one, I don't think I should have to pretend a man is a woman just because the man pretends he's a woman. And I unfriended her. That is the most unsensitive. Who cares? Who cares? If I want to pretend I'm an alien, that's different. I'm sorry. That's disrespectful. That's very different. It's not pretending. They're anatomically, scientifically, people are born into the wrong bodies, and to to say, it's kind of like saying people choose to be gay. They don't. They're born to be. They're born that way. And I just think it's insensitive and short-sighted and obtuse and narrow-minded. And, you know, like I said before, I'm a Democrat because I believe that we all have to, well, because I believe that, I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to make a segue here and I'm failing miserably at that because I didn't talk about this, but also being a Democrat means that people should be completely free to live their best lives, and they shouldn't be discriminated against because of, you know, who they love, who they are. Yeah. And I think biggest part of being a liberal is believing that if you're not hurting anybody, who the fuck cares? Who cares? There are way worse things going on in the world than a man transitioning to a woman or a woman transitioning to a man. And that's really what you're going to focus on? Really? So, all right. And I see a lot of people saying that they've got trans sons. Yeah, I have no issues. JJ says I have no issues with transgender. Steven says moderate Democrat or progressive. I don't, again, that's a label. I think anybody who says I have beliefs across the spectrum. When it comes to social issues, I think when it comes to social issues, I'm as far left as you can. Well, I don't know about that. I'm pretty far left when it comes to social issues. I consider myself pretty fiscally conservative. When I was living in my hometown and owned a home and I was voting, I never voted on bond issues. I'm like, you've got enough money. You need to figure out how to work better with the money you have before I give you more of my tax money or before I agree to raising taxes. So I'm pretty fiscally conservative. But with social issues, absolutely, I'm very, very liberal. And on some, as I've said in other videos, on some issues, I'm libertarian. I don't think the state should tell me I have to wear my seatbelt. I've been in a state recently where there's no helmet laws and people are riding around on motorcycles with no helmets. Fine. If they want to splash their brains on the sidewalk, let them, laws and zoning laws. I mean, again, I don't believe in laws just for the sake of having laws. And I do believe, and I know many of you don't agree with me, that wearing a seatbelt is a victimless crime. That's what I believe. You don't have to agree with me, but that's what I believe. And so that's where I'm at on that. So Carolyn, Cheryl says, I talk with you more than my own sister. And Cheryl, I just want to say while I'm live, I am very, very sorry for your recent loss. It's very tragic. All right. So, Valley of the Sun, Carolyn, what you're describing is why I'm independent that has voted Democrat. Yeah, I used to be Green. Actually, until Bill Clinton, I was always registered as Green Party. And then in San Francisco back in the day, I had to register as a Democrat to vote, I guess, in the primary. My very first presidential election was Bill Clinton. And that was a pretty exciting time. But before that, I always registered Green. So, yeah, and I haven't thought about that in a long time. I guess when it comes down to it, maybe I'm not, no, I don't want to say that. I was going to say maybe I'm not a real Democrat, but then I don't want those of you who are Republican and who think all Democrats are horrible socialists that want to take away your guns, I don't want you thinking I'm an anomaly, because I'm not. Every Democrat I've ever met feels the same way I do. And it's just the news that are making you think that we are something different. Think about that. Okay, just like the Republicans. And Elizabeth Rumble, another $25. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. That's very generous. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to answer questions that you all left me this week, and we have 540 viewers. I'm surprised. And 265 thumbs up. Have you all given me a thumbs up lately? Huh? 265? Can we get 280 thumbs up, people? All right. 272. Come on, more thumbs up. All right. 303. Oh, wow. You exceeded my expectations. Thank you so much. All right. Do you want to hear a question that you guys asked me earlier today? So I'm going to start with, and then we'll talk about the Democratic Convention, because I know a lot of you are also curious about that. So I'm going to start off with kind of a funny from Ralph. a patron, and thank you very much for moderating. Do we have any other moderators here today? I haven't seen any others yet. But so Ralph wants to know, do you think COVID style campaigning favors Trump or Biden? I think Biden, because Trump needs an audience. And I think, well, I'm kind of getting into it. I didn't mean to. I think the DNC kicked butt. I was so impressed with the DNC. It left me a feeling of hope, which I have not had in a long time. I think they did a, so here is what I think. Not just what I think, but what's kind of true right now. 2020 Trump campaign doesn't have a platform. They have no issues. They're not talking about ending COVID. I mean, they're talking about jobs in the economy, which are frankly lies. Trump did not have the best economy in the world. Best economy the world has ever seen. That's not true. For one thing, Obama had, I don't know how many straight quarters or years of job growth. And in the first 3 years of Trump, that job growth slowed. So the 3 years of Trump economy, it grew slower than it did the last 3 years of Obama, or the last 4 or 5 years or whatever. So no, Trump has not had the greatest economy in the world that the world has ever seen. And of course, COVID made it worse. And so I think that the DNC did a really, really good job, because they don't need an audience, because they're not narcissistic egomaniacs. So they don't need, the cheering and adoration of an audience to get their message across, which was very much one of hope, one of unifying, one of also real, like, fatherly, like, we need to get our shit together or we're going to lose our country. So there was some of that for sure. Like I said, I watched a little bit of the RNC last night. I knew exactly what it was going to be. It's just more fear that if you let a socialist win, it's going to be the end of the country and socialism, and the cities are going to be burning to the ground, and they're going to take your guns away, and they're going to send all your jobs to China. Here's another fact. And if you don't believe me, go to senate.gov. The economy, are you listening? The economy always does better under Democratic presidents than Republican. Senate.gov, look it up for yourself. The economy, jobs, GDP, all do better, increase under Democratic presidents than under Republican. And the deficit goes down. Look it up. Go look it up. There's charts, senate.gov, and I can't remember the exact, but so look that up. So this fear mongering that the Trump campaign is peddling is all they have. And it's going to be, 4 nights of that, and Trump is speaking every night, and that's all they have. I would think that would get repetitive. I don't know. So I think overall, I think the COVID style does benefit Biden better. All right. You know what? I'm going to save Ralph's second question for later because it's pretty funny. We'll close with Ralph's. If you want to hear Ralph's really funny second question about Trump's hair, stay tuned. We'll talk about that at the end. All right. And now I want to get to John Hutchins, who left a comment and a question on Facebook. So John is a lifelong Republican, has always voted Republican, and this year he is voting for Biden. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for caring about our country. I love our country. I don't need an American flag the size of my freaking RV to prove that I love my country. I love my country, and that's why I have opened myself up to the criticism and the bullying and the harassment to make these videos, because I care about our country. I love our country, and I want America to heal. And so John Hutchins asks, this is a great question. I love this question. John asks, do I think Biden will unite us as a country? Good question, huh? So here is what I think. I don't think one person can undo the years, maybe decades of damage, the chasm that has developed, that have pitted us against one another. And I blame the media, both sides. I blame Fox News as much as I blame MSNBC. And I think much of the media, you know, and the legislators and the government have pitted us purposely on, I don't know, maybe not purposely, they've pitted us against each other. That's been going on for decades. I don't think one person is going to be able to unite us. I think we all, that is our responsibility. We need to do that for ourselves. We need to start listening. We need to start fact checking. We need to start leading with our emotion. We need to start using our critical thinking and our common sense. And when we're faced with facts, we need to admit. You know, when we're faced with facts, we need to admit that these are facts, and we need to change our minds if necessary. So with that said, do I think one person can unite us? No. I think each and every one of us, that responsibility falls on each and every one of us. Okay. Okay. Stephen, thank you. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think I only have one moderator. Okay. So I'm trying to, people are, you know what? I'm not going to put up with people just throwing out stupid statements like Trump 2020 or Biden is lost, without backing it up with anything. It's just propaganda, and I'm going to delete it and ban you. But so here's what I think. Can Biden unite us? No, it's our responsibility, each and every one of us. We're Americans. It comes with responsibility. But what I do think is, without the divisive rhetoric, the not condemning of white nationalism, the lying, without those things that are coming from the leader of our country, I think that maybe we can begin to hear each other and see each other again. Every single one of us is so heated up right now. We're so emotional. We are so stressed out. You know, I mean, so imagine, so this is what it is. Imagine having a leader who cares about us, and who wants to try to heal us instead of trying to divide us, which is what we've had. Trump, regardless of what's going on with him, whether he's a puppet of Russia or not, it's very obvious he's trying to divide us. And it's very obvious that he doesn't want to leave the White House if he loses. Imagine just having somebody who's calm, somebody who does the right thing without having to think about it, but somebody who has a moral compass, somebody who has the ability, who has empathy and compassion and an understanding of very complex issues. Imagine having a person like that leading our country again. It's going to take decades to heal us. I really believe that. And I think someone else asked, and I'll kind of get into it. Things are going to be messy in November, whether Trump wins or loses. He's not going to leave peacefully. I don't think his core base is going to let the election be. I'm really worried about what's going to happen in November. And does that answer your question, John? I don't know if you're here. Okay, so somebody now did Biden-Harris 2020. Now I have to delete your comment because I said I wouldn't accept that from Trump supporters. So I got to delete that. Okay, I have to delete you. All right, I have to delete the comment. All right, so fair is fair, right? I have to try to at least be fair. It's not easy. But so yeah, I wonder if, I don't know if John, if you're here, but I hope that answered your question. Yeah, I don't think that one person can heal us. I think we all have to take responsibility for that. So, oh, babes, okay, I didn't block you. I should have, but I didn't. See, that's the other thing. When somebody posts Trump 2020, I don't know if that's a real person or a Russian bot. I was just listening to NPR again today. You know, they're investing a lot of money in a lot of social media to spread propaganda, pro-Trump propaganda. So, all right, I'm going to take a question from you. Do you guys have a question? Let me look at the comments. I don't think I'm going to get to all the questions I had on on my social media earlier. So Jan says November scares the crap out of you. Me too. Me too. Actually, somebody asked, hold on, I'll answer that question now. It was somebody on Jody from Facebook Friendly Nation. So for those of you who don't know, we have a page. It's formerly the fan club. We now call it Friendly Nation on Facebook. So you can go there now. Go to Facebook Friendly Nation group and try to join. We do have some criteria for joining. And so Jody wanted to know if I'm voting by mail. I honestly don't know yet. I'm having a hard time deciding. I don't think so. I think I'm actually going to go in person and vote. So, yeah. All right. Let me go back to you guys. We're talking about being... do you think taking the Senate is... So, great question, Terry. Do you think taking the Senate is as important as the presidency? Yes. Absolutely, without a doubt. And I also... So, here is what I think might happen. I think Trump might win. I know. But I think we're going to take the Senate. And that would be almost as good. But us winning the presidency and not taking the Senate is just going to give us more Obama. You know, I mean, Merrick Garland, does that ring a bell? And, you know, you want to talk about, you know, politicians cheating and stuff like that. Let's talk about that Supreme Court seat that Mitch McConnell cheated Obama out of. And Shadow Moon says she loves, she or he says they love my page. And thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. So, yes, we absolutely have to have the Senate. I would love to see us get all three and make real change. If the Democrats get all three, can you imagine? Abolish the Electoral College. What else? After we need a constitutional convention. Is that what? After Trump, we need a constitutional convention. Who in their right mind ever thought that our Constitution and our republic, our democracy had so many loopholes in it that would allow something like this to happen? So I think we need a constitutional convention. I think we need to outlaw I think we need to change the Electoral College. It's not right that somebody in, I don't know, Iowa, that their vote counts 5 times more than somebody in California. That's just not right. And I do believe that the Electoral College goes back to Civil War, slavery, the 3/5 rule, and, you know, right? You guys, does anybody know for sure? All right, so I think I read a comment from you. And who's moderating? Is it just Ralph? Ralph, I don't even see you anymore. Anyway, do I have any other if I have any other moderators here, say hi right now so I can see you. Ralph, aw. Thank you, Ralph. You're a saint. Thank you. I really appreciate you being here, Ralph, and doing such a great job. Thank you. Also, qualifications to be POTUS, JJ, no celebrities. I would love to see a test, right? Like, how much about American history and constitutional law and the Constitution do you know? And I'd like to see an IQ test and a background check. They don't even have do they? Okay. Do people in Congress, did Trump have to have a background check before he... No! I don't think... Did he have to have a background check? Okay, if our president doesn't have to have a background check, that's just freaking crazy. No celebrities. Okay. Jody, you're banned. Really? Just stop talking stupid shit. No to the IQ test. Why not? I know IQ tests are kind of BS. I know. Yeah, you're right. We would need something besides something else. Something else. They are supposed to submit documents, Valley of the Sun, but Trump didn't do it. Wow. Wow. Okay, Elizabeth Rumble. Oh my gosh, you're very generous. Thank you again, Elizabeth, for the $25 super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, and I did see a comment. How about a birth certificate? Is that a joke? That sounds like, are you a Trumpster who really thinks that Obama wasn't a citizen? Um, term limits. Oh my God, term limits. Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. We need term limits. And I also saw something recently that they're saying that maybe there need to be term limits for SCOTUS, for Supreme Court Justice. And I think I think what they say, 20 or 30 years or something. I think that's not a bad idea. You know, yeah, that may not be a bad idea. Um, term limits, absolutely. Senate needs term limits. I'm sick and tired of these, no offense to old white guys, but I'm sick and tired of these literally like look at Mitch McConnell. He literally like looks like a dinosaur. I'm sick and tired of them, way behind the times. They're so out of touch. They've been there so long, they are so out of touch. And it seems to me that they only care about power. They stopped caring about the will of the people a long time ago. So I definitely would like to see some. Wait till RGB is done though. Or RBG, I know. Man, that woman, she's my hero. Oh, one fun. Okay, who liked my shirt? So that was a gift. That was a birthday gift. She told me that she was buying them a while ago, and I said, "Yeah, I want one," and she ended up giving it to me. So my I killed Jeffrey Epstein shirt, which really upset a lot of people. Go figure. I don't know. All right. Biden is an old white man, and he was not my first choice. I agree. Yes, he is not my first choice. But I do not believe he is a danger to our democracy. He might be old, but this idea that he is not fit for office because of his mental capacity, anybody who says that has not listened to Trump. He can't even string a freaking sentence together. And have you anybody watch Sarah Cooper? She's awesome. But anybody who insults Biden for his cognitive abilities, car, truck, man, who saw that? Oh my God. And Sarah Cooper's version of it was amazing. All right. You want to hear some more questions? So, I'm sorry, I forgot to. Oh, I like Sharon Bagley from Friendly Nation on Facebook wants to know, what do I think is likely to happen to nomads if Trump wins? Are public lands in jeopardy due to increased volume of people using them? So what do I think is going to happen to nomads if Trump wins? And are public lands in jeopardy due to increase? So yes, to the second part, yes, I do believe that public lands are in jeopardy, especially with the people who come out here and don't take care of them and don't respect the limits. This year is a little different. I stayed longer in some places than you're supposed to. I talked to rangers. They didn't seem to mind. Everybody knows COVID this year. Things are a little weird. But when people go out and actually the rangers that I talked to said they had to go through and do a huge cleanup because all the homeless people had left their garbage everywhere. So the more we abuse the land that we are living on, the more regulations are going to pop up and the more restrictions, and it's going to become harder and harder for all of us. As far as if Trump wins again and we don't flip the Senate, what I think is very, very, very possible, not just the privatizing of public lands, which I definitely think is a huge possibility. Didn't he just approve oil drilling in Alaska? So not only that, not only do I fear that a lot of public lands are going to get privatized, I feel, honestly, they might outlaw this. A dictator doesn't follow human rights in the Constitution. They could he's got William Barr, he's got, everybody, all his lackeys and all the positions of power. So that's my fear, is that they're going to outlaw this. They want cheap labor. I don't know what my reasoning is behind that, but that's, and I don't even know if it's rational. But that's what I'm thinking, that they're going to make this illegal and that they're going to make us all go back and be productive. Well, I'm a productive member of society. I mean, I earn a living. I pay taxes just like everybody else. And I pay into Social Security just like everybody else. And but that's my biggest fear, is that they're going to make this illegal. it's already kind of a gray area. And I don't know, as long as we stay under the radar, he won't even notice us, but something's going to happen. I don't know. I feel like something's going to change. And someone else wanted to know, okay, you ready for this? Who was it? Jean A on YouTube question wanted to know, what am I going to do if Trump wins? So if Trump wins and we don't flip the Senate, if we flip the Senate, life is going to be good. Hi, Mike Driscoll. Thank you so much for the $20 $19.99 super chat. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. So if Trump wins and we don't flip the Senate, which means, you know, either the House and the Senate, either the Senate stays Republican or both the House and the Senate stay Republican, and then, oh my God, we're screwed. I am actually looking at countries that I can go to. I don't know. Yeah, I was looking at Ecuador. There's a couple on YouTube who are expats. They moved to Ecuador in 2016. I have been thinking that my next big adventure is going to be driving to South America anyway because of Sadie. I don't really want to fly anywhere. Or Canada. Yeah, maybe Canada if Canadians let us in. Right now, nobody's letting us in because of COVID. So I've been thinking about South America. Really, especially the way I live, especially being a woman living the way I live. I don't think I want to be here. If I were still living in a sticks and bricks and had a traditional job, I might feel a little safer. I don't know. I think I'd rather take my chances with the cartels in Central and South America. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying now. A lot of people said that if he won 2016, I'm just going to have to see. But I don't know if I want to be here. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. So, Debbie Fouché asked, do you think Trump would really refuse to leave the White House if Biden wins? Yes. Have you seen the fence he's building around the White House? He's already getting ready. Has anybody seen that big-ass fence he built around the White House? He's not going to leave peacefully. Because you know why? He's going to go to prison. If he leaves and he doesn't leave the country, he's going to prison, and he knows it. So anybody who thinks that Trump is not dangerous or thinks that his rhetoric doesn't mean anything and that, you know, a couple of people asked about the post office, what do I think about that? I think that Trump, you know, the person running the post office is a big, huge campaign donor, right? He donated a shitload of money to Trump's campaign. You know that, right? And he made a public statement saying that he wasn't going to make all these changes, yet the next day he sent out emails saying don't hook up the new sorting machines, and they didn't replace the sorting machines that they took out. They are deliberately trying to slow down the post office. They don't want our votes to count, and there is zero proof that there has been election fraud, like he's saying, from mail-in ballots. People have been mailing in ballots for a very long time, and this idea that, you know, they're not going to validate signatures, that they're just going to send ballots to everybody, and everybody, your dog can send one in. They're going to validate signatures. And so even if they send a ballot to an empty mailbox and somebody grabs it, they would have to match the signature. They are not just blindly going to allow people to send in ballots without some validation. Another lie by the Trump administration that I'm seeing many people, many of you maybe, believing that. It's freaking false. And there's, I don't know, 9 cases of voter fraud in like Oregon over the last several years. And, you know, most cases of voter fraud are Republicans. Look it up. That's a fact. So I do worry about the post office. That's why I'm still trying to decide whether I want to vote by mail or I think I'm going to show up in person. Kind of depends on the weather and where I end up. I'm still kind of like en route somewhere. Not really sure where yet. So we'll see about that. All right, back to you guys. And I'm going to be on 8 more minutes. I was only going to do this a half hour because it's been a long day, but, you know, I get to chat and, you know, I like to talk, even when I'm tired. All right, Helena Collins, I love your little bird. Thank you so much for the super chat, the $9.99. Smooth Skater says, thanks so much for all your hard work. I'll go with you to another country if racist Trump wins. He belongs in prison. I know. You know, that might not be a bad idea. I might round up some of you. A caravan. I would feel much better in a caravan to South America. And actually, if I do go to South America, I don't think I'm going to go in my RV. I think I'm going to go in a truck, a pickup truck. I'd be a lot stealthier, be a lot easier to maintain if it breaks down. So I've been giving this some thought. So thank you, Cher, or Smooth Skater. I appreciate it. All right. NFOS says other countries have their issues. Absolutely right. And the right-wing people are kind of taking over other countries. But I don't know that I want to live in a country. So I don't want to live here and watch it deteriorate. A 4x4 pickup. Exactly. That's it. Valley of the Sun. I'm looking at Tacomas. I've been looking at Tacomas. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll caravan to South America. You know what? We'll see what happens. We might have to do a caravan. That'd be pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Make sure y'all have your passports ready. Make sure they're up to date. Okay. So Belinda Hall, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. All right, do you have any other question? Oh my God, Ralph, good one on that one that you just hid. You gotta love stupid people. I'm sorry, but that was just a really stupid comment. Okay. Yes, to the fence is because of recent protest activity. I'm a nurse. Oh, well, go on your caravan. You know what? Oh my God, this might come together right here on this live stream as I see it Tuesday. Caravan. Hi, Gilbert. Honda Caravan, the last number. You get you a Honda Caravan, okay? Vicky Lane. Okay. I have not heard of Unity 2020. I'll have to look that up. Kathy Adam. Oh, you know what? I love seeing your face every day in my comments. Well, you know, whenever you comment. And Richard. Oh, Richard, you're gonna come? I'd love to meet you guys, both of you, Kathy and Richard and Uncle Mo. And who else? Smooth Skater. We've met. I already know. Actually, Smooth Skater. I made something. Oh my God, you have to see what I made for my birthday out of the cookbook that you gave me. It's a soft banana pizza, vegan. Oh, it was so good. One of these days I'll show. I don't think I made any video of it. It was like my very own. Hi.
Oh, hi, I'm Gene. I'm your host.
Hi. Sorry. Hold on a second.
Yeah. I'm your host. I'm Gene. How long you for?
One night.
Okay. Anything valuable? Make sure you write that.
Sadie, will you grab Sadie? Sorry. Okay, I'll be right back. Sadie ran away. And we got the campground host here. Come here, Sadie. You want me to put her on the lead? Yes, thank you. Okay. All right, sorry about that. So anyway, yeah, there's a lot of you that I would like to meet, and we can caravan to South America together. If shit goes... Okay, I'm going to share one other... No, do I want to share this with you? Because, okay, if he wins, the day after the election, I'm taking all my money out of the bank. That's how crazy, like, I worry. Well, how many of you watch Handmaid's Tale? And what happened in Handmaid's Tale to all the women? All of a sudden, they froze all their money. They froze all their bank accounts. So, yeah. Yeah, Sadie's fine. My friend is out there. She just came back, and the campground host came. And Sadie doesn't run too far away. So, I know, it's funny, I know, to be in a campground. I know. I'm in a very busy area, and we have we have to leave for the airport at 6. All right. Okay. Oh, Richard, you already did that. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I should do it before the election. Don't you think, Richard? Oh, I shouldn't tell you guys that. I'm going to bury it somewhere in the woods. But, yeah. Anyway, cash out and run. Exactly. You know what actually I'll probably do is put it in a foreign bank. I don't know. I'm not going to be carrying I will not be carrying a bunch of cash around with me. See, I knew I shouldn't have said that. I'm not going to be carrying a bunch of cash around with me. I guarantee you that. But, all right. If Nazis can go to Argentina, so can we. Oh, I would love to go to Argentina. Oh, yeah. Argentina's been a dream of mine for a long time. All right. Kim says I can hide there. I don't know where you are, Kim. Oh, are you in Australia? I don't remember where you are. A Swiss bank account. Exactly. I've been looking at different ways that I can, that's right. A Swiss bank account would actually be a really good idea because I knew that would be safe. So, all right. I'm kind of distracted now. My friend is back. And do you think they'll do away with cash? No, I don't. But I think that they could steal my money. I don't know why. I'm just not comfortable with anything if he wins. I don't know. He'd steal all my money and give it to his donors or his daughter. I don't know. Anybody, oh, Trump's hair. All right, before I go, I will read Ralph's. Okay, thank you for reminding me, Richard. All right, so before I go, I'm going to read, I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. And thank you all for being here. But real quick, we have 773 people on here. That's awesome. All right. So I'm going to read Ralph's funny question. I promised you before we signed off. So thank you, Ralph, for this great question. We'll end on a funny note. If an auction were held to have the privilege of shaving Trump's head bald, how much do you think the winning bid would be? And part 2 of this question is, would Trump claim that his hair has magical COVID curing powers to raise the bids? So what do you guys think? If people could bid on shaving his head, how much do you, 50 cents? Jim says $1 million. Joanne says $1 million. And Jay Johnson says, love this as I see it. So you guys like the live? 1.5 billion. Well, what's his name? The guy who ran for Democrat, Bloomberg. I wonder how much Bloomberg would donate or something like that. Oh, EI, thank you. Or EL, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Traveling Lion says $5. Valley of the Sun says billions. Okay, let me switch to my computer so I can read. So, hi, Suni. I haven't seen you in a while. Or Sunny, $20. Just tuned in and Sadie was barking in the background. I sent my fur babies crazy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wow, it's hot here. It's like 90 degrees. I have not been in this hot weather. 50 cents is too much. 1 penny to shave his hair. Set his hair on fire. I like that idea. I really like that idea. Without a fire extinguisher. The prison. Oh, Larry says the prison will do it for free. That's right. That's right. Very good. All right, so you guys, so Mike says he loved the live. So why don't we do this? So I know Larry, since I started the As I See It, Larry has suggested that we do live. I can't always do live because I really want to stay true to my As I See It series and make sure I'm fact checking the topics that I'm talking about and provide historical context. I mean, this was great. I got to give my opinion without necessarily having to back it up, which was pretty awesome. So what do you think about that? Well, for every few normal As I See It, we'll do a live, so maybe every 2 or 3 As I See It, we'll do a live, so that we can then, talk more freely. I can give my opinions on things because I do try to be diplomatic. I don't want to alienate people. I think there's too much divisiveness and too much alienation. I have worked really, really hard on my communication skills over the last 3.5 years being on YouTube. And if I can use that for good to help heal us and help heal us, and not divide us further by just allowing people to see that just because I'm a liberal doesn't mean I'm the big bad boogeyman and that I want to take all your rights away and, have orgies in the streets. Stella Calderon, thank you so much for the super chat. EL for $45 super chat. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Thank you. It's getting really hot. So Carolyn, why are you spewing so much hate for Trump? Really? Oh my gosh. Well, because he's a liar, he's a narcissist, he's tearing apart our democracy, and he has no respect for law and order. He doesn't care about you. He only cares about himself. Did I say he's a liar? He's a con artist. He has ripped off every single person he's ever done business with. He's not a successful business person. He has declared bankruptcy every time he has failed a business. His father kept bailing him out. Do you need more reasons? What other reasons do we hate Trump? He is dangerous. He does not care about you. He is lying. He is lying through his teeth. And I guarantee if we have another 4 years of Trump, you will live to regret it. That's a fact. So, all right, I'm going to sign off. And I know, Betty Black, you have been around for a while. I recognize you defending Trump. I hope that you have a change of heart, and I hope that you, I don't know, maybe God will come to you in your dreams and show you the light. I don't know. Anyway, thank you. I better shut up. It's getting late, and I'm sweating, and I'm tired. And I'm going to say something that's really going to piss people off. So we will do this every few, as I see it's, you know, every once in a while, I'll go ahead and do a live so that we can have real talk. What do you think? JJ, good night. Yeah, and he's a serial adulterer. You know, these people who, these evangelicals, I don't understand. I don't understand. All right. Thank you all so much. I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate all the super chat and all the kind comments, all the intelligent comments, whether you agree with me or not. That's one more thing I'm going to say before I leave. On the As I See It videos, I spend a lot of time fact checking. I spend a lot of time preparing so that I can bring you the most accurate history and information that I can. If you want to challenge me, don't just come and say something without backing it up. I do a lot of research. I hope that you would do the same when you're challenging me. I am always seeing, oh, you know, one lie after another, one falsehood after another, and nothing to back it up. If you want to challenge me, back it up with fact. Because you owe me that, because I am backing up mine with fact. I'm doing the research. I hope that you will do the same. If you just spew lies and fake news, I will delete and ban you. Sounds fair, doesn't it? You all have a wonderful night. I will see you soon. Thanks for being here. Thank you all for your support for this As I See It series. I love doing this, and I love knowing that I have so many wonderful, smart, intelligent, thinking people in my audience. It gives me hope. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Mwah! Bye. Thank you. How do I get out of here?